very, very personal level.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think that I lived in Iran as a child. My parents are Iranian. I'm very proud of my Iranian heritage. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I pulled the book down off a shelf to look at it one day. But my wife, who's American and has no Iranian ties except through me, was also powerfully moved, I think, because she's a woman. And I think that this story just has an elemental kind of grip about it. And I don't care who you are, you're drawn in.
Let me ask the same from you, Shora. And you know, the character that you play, Zahra, to me is sort of the moral center of the story, and she's the whistleblower that exposes this terrible thing that happens. Tell us how what your reaction was when you first read the script, how you prepared for this role, and you know, this is the second time I saw it, and for me, I can see this isn't just another role for you. This one to me felt, there's great conviction in your performance, so this one felt personal to me.
Thank you. A little over a year ago, when Cyrus called me and told me about the subject matter, first thing I said was, "Where were you? I've been waiting for you for years." He took a long pause and said, "Why?" And I said, "Because I have seen a real one on tape that was smuggled out of Iran early 90s. And since then, I've been waiting for someone to shed light on this." So you can imagine that how I felt. I was stunned at the idea. But as usual, I said, "Why don't you let me read it?" He sent it over that evening. I read it twice that night and fell in love with it and realized how accurate, how powerful, and how gripping the film is going to be. And early morning called him. I guess it was too early. His voice was sleepy, and I told him that I am in.
Yeah, it's I think, you know, you're really wonderful in it, and the second time I saw it, the effect that it had was completely undiminished on me. No, but as I want to get to Reza in a moment, but when I ask you, Cyrus, again, as you know, obviously as a filmmaker, you want to tell a story that really connects with the audience. I mean, that's one of your primary goals. But are you also trying to shed light? I ask because people always ask me about my novels, and they always ask me at Q&As. But are you trying to tell a bigger story? Are you trying to? I mean, your film reads like a savage indictment of extremist Islamic rule. Is that one of the things that attract you to the story? Is there a bigger story here to tell than just the story of this woman?
Well,